NERDSoul.
Okay, so I'm sitting around watching Ghostbusters Afterlife because I love the movie, and I wanna talk about a trope that we see in a lot of films where, like the family has to go and assume the older debts of like the dead relative. Like in this case, there's always like a big house that, dad or grandpa or grandma left, something like that. And whenever they show up, they're always like, oh God, this place sucks. It's so horrible. Now, don't get me wrong. Egon's place could use a coat of paint and a little bit of love and maybe some shingles, siding, extra boards on the deck, stuff like that. But still, this is a huge house, tons of farmland, and you just came from a rinky-dink apartment. Like, bruh, things could be worse. Y'all got space. Y'all got tons of room. Y'all got, clear surroundings where you can just, relax and let your mind flow. Of course, sans the ghost. They don't know about the ghost. But I'm just saying, in movies like this, it would be nice to see some family members say, you know what, hey, this place is all right. We can make this work. I'm just saying, it would be nice to see something like that. Another thing that I'm seeing in this movie that just got me thinking while I'm watching it, I figured why not? Mr. Gruberson, aka their teacher, aka Paul Rudd, decides to take the ghost trap that he knows nothing about. All he knows is something happened in New York, but he don't know nothing about ghost traps, right? This man decides to connect the ghost trap to the car battery or the bus battery inside the school bus. Remember, he still got a class, I think, going on in the school, but he outside with them, all right? He gonna connect this to the bus and then turn the bus on. This is highly negligent, highly inflammatory, highly dangerous, and irresponsible. I want my children out of this school now. And then he like, yeah, science is punk rock. Science is dangerous. Not with my children. Oh, no. Oh, no. You test science with your kids. All right, don't be testing science with my kids. All right, the science that I want my kids to practice is like, when they put a seed in a little paper towel, or I want them to make glass out of sugar or something. I want them to do that science. The science where you got to connect a car battery to something, and then you see the electric lines going all around and stuff. I don't want that science. All right, because you ain't doing it safe enough. Then he done gave them some old run-of-the-mill Home Depot safety goggles. All right, those goggles are rated for like maybe weed eating around the house. That's not made for like possible ghost stuff. All right, man. Oh Lord, the more you watch this movie, the more you're like, who put this man in charge? Alright, so he opens the trap like a dummy, and the big, of course, the ghost dog go flying off because he doing ghost things, right? And all these car windows and stuff smash out. He talking about, I think we should go. And the kids are like, you're the adult. No, he's not. Okay. Literally, he's an adult, but he is not the adult. This man put everyone in danger. Who knows what could have happened with that trap? So anyway, you know what? Let's slide that to the side. I want to go to the responsibility of Egon Spangler, aka Mr. Ghost, right now. All right, you got time to play chess with your granddaughter, but you ain't got time to tell her, yo, don't mess with that trap. I trapped a serious ghost in there, and if you let it go, it's going to try to free all the other ghosts. You know what I'm saying? You got to be more careful All right, Mr. Spangler, you gotta do if you was doing your due diligence, why would you even lead the girl to the trap? I can understand you being like, yo, man, look, there's ghosts around here, be careful. But don't take her to the trap and give her no instructions. Use your ghost skills. Instead of using your ghost skills to throw pawns and knights all over her bedroom, use it to pick up a pencil and write a letter about ghosts and what's going on in the town, and then say, hey, mail this to my boys in New York. They know what to do. Another thing I found interesting is, when they move through, you got Mike Wheeler. He all like, yo, I don't like this place. I don't like this place. I can't stand this place, right? Until we roll up on a little cutie pie, you know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden he want to be down, you know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden he like, oh, I want to stay at this place. I want to get a job. I want to stay here. It's like, come on, man. You come on, bro. So you got to give a place a chance. See, that's where. See, now all of a sudden you want to be cool. You want to be around. You know what I'm saying? Going up to the mountain, hanging out, sitting in dangerous coal mine elevators. Look, bruh, I don't care how cute she is. I'm gonna be like, how is this safe? I ain't sitting on this thing. As I'm continuing on, I must say that maybe we in general, as the adults in the room, aren't supervising our kids enough. I can understand maybe your kid going down to the basement and you don't know, you thought they was upstairs and they really downstairs. But now your child done taken a particle accelerator, all right, all the way to Rush City. I don't even know how they got there. I guess they rode the bike or something. They just was there. I guess they was just walking all day. When you kids, you just be riding your bikes, whatever. But anyway, now she's shooting this particle accelerator out in the wild, in public. That joint straight set something on fire. How we know she can handle it? What if the kickback threw her upside down and it sliced the boy in half? Like, come on, like, look. Where is your look? People gotta watch these kids a little bit more in these movies, man. It's kind of like them shows about high school teens where like the parents don't never be around. Like that's basically what this is. The parents are never around, ever. I guess they just always working, or maybe they're in the military or something. They just really busy or traveling. I don't know what it is, but the parents always seem to be somewhere besides supervising the crazy stuff they're doing. Now, let's take it another step. I understand that this is a movie called Ghostbusters. I get it. I love Ghostbusters. You love Ghostbusters. Or maybe you don't, you just watch the video. But as I'm looking at the Ghostbusting, nobody is tripping on any ghost stuff. Like the girl done went downstairs. Egon is opening doors and giving her, turning the light and moving things and opening stuff over and showing her where the tools at. No one is tripping. Now, I understand. We gotta let the plot go forward. But the average, everyday, random person would at least think this is slightly weird. Like, even the girl. I know the girl's supposed to be like, like a baby Egon. I get it. And I know she was like, I don't experience emotion like regular people do. But I think that's for the sake of just to move the plot on. Because I'm like, even someone like Egon, at least raise an eyebrow or something like that. Like, and then the son, when they was at the mountain or whatever, he didn't run home like, yo, mom, this crazy thing happened at the mountain. Like, nothing. People just going about their lives like, oh yeah, it's all good. This crazy stuff happened at the mountain. Whatever. Chess. Some ghost thing is playing chess with me. Oh, I met my grandfather last night. No big deal. Like, nobody's. Maybe I am looking for too much communication in a film like this. But I feel like people know, like the average everyday person would say, hey, I was at the mountain yesterday and something crazy happened. Okay, I will give some props where props are due. All right, so the kids are in the factory where they should not be because their parents should be watching them and make sure that they're not going to old factories where they can hurt themselves. But anyway, they see Slimer Jr. Yes, I'm going to call it Slimer Jr. because it's Slimer Jr. So they see Slimer Jr., right? And the kid blows the whistle like a dummy because even I knew that would be a bad idea, but he blows the whistle because he's like, hey man, the whistle, they said the whistle was good, so I'm gonna use the whistle. Blows the whistle. Then Slimer Jr. proceeds to attack them, literally spitting like, metal bullets or whatever at them, mad high rate of speed, could have killed both the kids, right? Here's why I give the props. Did you see any hesitation? Did you see any hesitation on my girl? Did you see her any pause and movement? Did you see anybody being scared? Nah. What you saw was straight action. They got shot at, she ducked, she took cover, all right? Then immediately powers up the proton pack and fires back. And sprays the whole area. Now, I mean, of course, she's still working on her aim, but she shot back. I gotta give her props. And then she kept shooting. Like she look, homegirl got nice. So I gotta give her props. You know what I'm saying? She even wrangled him real quick. She caught him. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta give her props. She wasn't scared. She made sure, look, I got this, and I'm a fire back because I don't play. So I gotta give her love for that. You know what I'm saying? I've been critical, but I give her props where they are due. All right, now the chase scene with Muncher, aka Slimer Jr. He's Slimer Jr. But anyway, the chase scene is something that I still enjoy. It is a perfect example of on-the-job training, even though first, ain't nobody hire y'all, and second, like y'all are not doing on-the-job training in the right circumstances, because they towed that town all up. They blowing up signs and tearing up people's trucks and stuff. But look, you know what? Slide that to the side. They did actually catch the ghost. All right, so they did do that. So we got in this movie, we get a car chase, we get teamwork, and we get some on-the-job training all in one. And we get a power slide with the RC trap and the main, Ecto 1. Here's my question about the Ecto 1 though. I understand that we got the car to start, Egon, put the little hot wire, make sure it worked and everything. And we got, Mike Wheeler, who's working on the car. All right, I know his name ain't Mike Wheeler, but his name is Mike Wheeler. Anyway, so I understand that the car is working, but at this point, this car that has not run for who knows how long has not only driven 80, 90 miles per hour, then hit the ditch and jumped up onto the street. Remember when he first picked him up? He went airborne with this car. I guess the struts and shocks is still top quality in here. And then power sliding in what should be rubber rotted tires. But you know what? We ain't gonna ask no questions right now because our kids have now passed their first test and we feeling good watching this feel good movie. So you know what? I'm gonna let all that slide. I'm gonna critique it, then I'm gonna remove the critique because I had a good time watching that scene. Okay, so let's talk about Bokeem Woodbine, all right? Let's talk about my brother Bokeem, holding it down for the bald-headed brothers of America, all right? Bokeem went from being nothing but a villain on Strapped, also on Jason's Lyric, all right? Nothing but negative, all right? But the brother turned his life around, all right? No. Also, I forgot he was negative in Homecoming as well, but the brother turned his life around. See, he moved out to the country, all right, and he became a officer of the law, kind of like Homelander and Banshee. You know what I'm saying? He was on the wrong side of the law. All right, he was on the wrong side of the law, just doing bad things. But then he went out to the country all right, and became an officer, all right, and started working for the right side of the law. You know what I'm saying? Started stopping crimes and all that. And see, that's what Bokeem done did. All right, he done turned his life around, picked himself up out of his negativity, dusted himself off, and changed his life. That's what I like to see. I like to see bald-headed brothers doing positivity for the future. That's what I like to see. That's the only thing I had to stop and pause this and say is that I was just glad to see him doing good. Now we'll say this, bruh, you got them behind bars and you ain't contacted none of their parents. I'm pretty sure that's not how copping works. But I'm going to let you do you. Also, do we ever see podcast parents in this movie? Like, where his parents at? Do we need to put out an Amber Alert for his parents? The brother got a couple notes for the scene with the phone call with Ray. Check it. So, Ray gets a phone. Like, imagine this. Ray's a cult. And he gets a phone call. Straight up, he gets a phone call from some unknown person. All right, so imagine this. You get it now. We know Phoebe because we've been with Phoebe this whole time, but he don't know Phoebe. So, he gets a call from some unknown person, and then proceeds to drop all the Ghostbuster knowledge on her, like straight, just dropping all the knowledge, everything she needs. Now, I mean, I guess it's good for the story, and it's good emotionally to see Ray emote over like the old times, saying like we used to be friends and everything fell apart. I get that. But the man can't, like, yo, what is this? A security issue, man. They don't need to be knowing all your business. Who is this? You need to ask who called you. You know what I'm saying? And then also Bokeem Woodbine, he going phone check my girl. She out here just trying to reach out. She get one phone call. He came out. He was like, clack. He's like, phone check. Look, my thing is, she's a minor. She does get a phone call, but you need to also make a call to her parents. Like, why her parents coming in all late after the fact? Like, they ain't know what was going on. You should have reached out to her parents mad earlier. But that's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, my dudes come in here talking about my kids ain't criminals. It's like, whoa, let's not say that. You don't know what your kids is, all right? Because you got one kid going to the mountain, all right? And you got one kid shooting up an old factory. So you don't know what your kids is. So what I need you to do is back up a taste and sit right down, all right? Because your kid was speeding, all right? Demolishing public property, all right? Demolishing private property, all right? And then just being a public menace out these streets. All right, so what I need you to do is just settle down a moment. I'm gonna give Phoebe props. All right, so baby girl, she getting out of jail, and Bokeem and the whole sheriff squad, they talking about her daddy. I mean, her granddaddy. All right, you know what I'm saying? Talking about my granddad. All right, all up in my face like dirt farmer. That stories is true. All right, and then. Bokeem said, yo, lunatic grandfather. Yo, Shorty pulled the burner on him. Like, I'm going to keep it real. Phoebe might be a little too real on me, all right? Phoebe might be ride or die. Shorty pulled a gun. No, they ain't even. She pulled a particle accelerator on a cop, all right? I'm going to tell you like this. The only reason she walked up out there because she was a little white girl. All right, let's keep it real. If that was a young brother, it probably would have been got shot. But she look, she official. I'll give you that. She official. She ride for her family. You saw, he started talking smack. She didn't hesitate. She said, without question. All right, real quick. I want to talk about Mr. Gruberson real quick. All right, so he goes with Phoebe's mom to go pick up the kids from jail. Kids, they ain't his kids, but he out there because they was on a date together and they saw them kids driving wild, so they was like, all right, I guess I'll just roll with you because I picked you up for the date, so I might take you to jail too. At the end of the night, they getting home and she's like, my life is a dumpster fire. it's horrible. And this isn't just this movie. You see this a lot where the girl got a whole lot going on with her, but the dude's like, I don't care. I will stay with you anyway. Look, brothers, let me talk to y'all. Come in. You know what I'm saying? Let Uncle NERDSoul talk to y'all for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I ain't make it to this age by being stupid. All right? Let me break something down to you. She might be attractive to you. She might be attracted to you. But if she got a lot going on in her life, she need to square that away before you jump in a relationship. I'm not saying you can't be in a relationship with her. I'm saying right now, it ain't the time. She is not good for her right now. What she need to do is get through this season of confusion. All right. If you hear what I'm saying, you hear me. All right. She needs to get through this season of confusion or healing or whatever it is. And then she can come back to you when she has some stability and she is whole. All right. Emotionally, mentally, psychologically, physically. When she comes back to you whole, then y'all can circle back to a relationship. But right now, she got a lot going on. Her kids is stealing cars. Well, my bad. They didn't steal a car. The car is theirs. So the kids been racing through the streets, blowing up buildings and blowing up cars and stuff, setting stuff on fire, going all high rates of speed, probably almost hit somebody. Look. Her dad died. She going through a whole lot. All right. And right now, she don't need to be in no relationship. Because even if she does get a relationship, even with her best effort, she'll probably end up doing something wrong or toxic or even in the realm of self-sabotage to push you away and make the relationship sour. You need to let her. Don't be believing these movies when they're like, my life is a dumpster fire. It's like, it's all good, girl. I'ma be here with you. Nah. All right. Look, deal with your stuff. And I don't mind helping out from time to time to help you deal with your stuff. If you need someone to, maybe give you a ride to your therapist or something, sure. But as far as romantic up in here, nah, bro, we ain't doing that. Nah, you need to get yourself together, all right? While you wasting all your time right along with your mind. All right, you know what? I'm gonna give a shout out to Callie for a second. So, of course, she get Phoebe home. She mad because, y'all went to jail and stuff. Y'all got me out here looking like an unfit mother. You know what I'm saying? You got me looking bad, right? So, Phoebe's mad at her like, he loves science and so do I. And, why didn't you tell me about my granddad and this, that, and the third? And I like how she opened up to her. And of course, I wouldn't mind her open up even further. You got to remember, your relationship with your granddad is not my relationship with my father. And you never knew this man. So you don't have a sense of absence or loss or neglect. This is all new. You're discovering something. This is something new for you. For me, I was without. You know what I'm saying? So, sometimes there's a lot of spaces where we need to give our kids or even our parents some context on like, yeah, I know you ain't mad at this person, or you're wondering why I'm mad at this person, but you gotta understand, this person is your son and you love them, but this person is my brother and I have a different relationship with this person. Or, it's my sister or my cousin, or, this person that you love so much is your mother. But this person was my woman. My relationship was with my woman. I don't look at my woman the same way you look at your mother. It's complete, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes when we have these family dynamics, we need to break down to one another, because it's like, it's easy to get, angry with one another and not understand. And it's like, no, I get why you're angry, because you're like, hey, you're being mean to my mom, but she's not my mom. Or you're being mean to my dad, or you're being mean to my granddad or something. It's like, yeah, but this isn't my granddad. This isn't someone who I'm discovering for the first time and it's amazing and it's all, beautiful. No, this is someone who abandoned me. You know what I'm saying? That's a completely different situation than what you're experiencing. Hold on. So Gruberson is in Walmart, right? And first, there's always someone else in Walmart. Walmart is never like, he just walking through this joint by himself. There's no one else is in there. All right, so anyway, the dude hears sounds from far off. All right, let's go and assume he's in Walmart by himself. The store is open, but apparently there ain't nobody walking around. There ain't no cashiers, no nothing. It's just, whatever. So he in the store by himself, allegedly. But anyway, and he hears sounds from far off. Why do you feel the need to investigate it? Maybe I don't care enough about random stuff. I just be like, look, let me get my ice cream. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Aisle 2, pay, gone. But he's like, let me investigate. So anyway, we investigate and he sees the mini Stay Puffs. When do you say, oh no, I'm out? Like either, okay, say if I'm in the store, say you in the store, all right? You in the store, you hear the sounds, you decide to investigate. You go over there, you see a little mini marshmallow man, all right? And you know that you're not drunk and you know that you're not high. That means it's time to go. It's time to, you know what? Don't even check out. Just put the ice cream down right where it at, let it go in and melt and just go. It's time to leave. Then he's finally decided he need to get out of there, right? Who completely connected a gas grill? Of course, it's a funny gag, but when you think about it, somebody connected a gas grill inside of a store. Do you know how dangerous that is? What employee did that? What employee brought the propane tanks? And who authorized it? Okay, all right, hold on. What manager is on staff right now? What's going on in this store? Because, bruh, I can't even tell you how wrong that is. I'm sure they've got to be breaking like a law or two, or at least company policy with that. But, who am I? Okay, hold on. Furthermore, who plugged in not even just one. I am to assume that all of these blenders are plugged into power. Who is running this store? Like Walmart should have been like, nah, man, we can't put our name on this. This make us look mad, negligent, incompetent. This is not a good look. So what? I'm gonna just go to the store and make a smoothie right quick. I can just walk to where the berries is at. Get some berries, a little protein powder, maybe some peanut butter, a banana. Take it on over to the blenders. Why not? You know what? Look, man, I don't know what kind of gross negligence is going on in the store. Then, all right, you see the little mini puffs is just rolling around on a Roomba. All right, they just wilding out. They just having a good old time. Then you got the demon dog. All right, just chilling. I mean, the demon dog is what? Like, I don't know, like a 600-pound monster. Like, the thing is huge. All right, where is the staff? There ain't no stockers. There ain't no other employees. There ain't no other shoppers. I'm just assuming he's in here by himself. Who turned on the lights? Who turned on the lights to the store? Who opened the doors? Where is everyone at? You know what? Hold on. You know what's really funny? I completely forgot that his front window was busted out in the car. I forgot the windshield was gone. Dude running out of Walmart, he jumped in the front of his car. I was like, what is that? I was like, oh, snap. I forgot he ain't got no windshield. He ain't called Safe Light Auto. You know what I'm saying? He ain't Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace. He ain't getting none of that. He just, so I guess you just go right around. You know what? We don't pay our teachers enough. That's what it is. We don't pay our teachers enough. The man ain't got no windshield. Matter of fact, why he ain't called Geico? Couldn't they have done that? Oh, I forgot. Because that's going to mess up his insurance. Because they going to be like, why your windshield gone? And he going to be like, all right, well, check it. I was outside at school, right? And they be like, oh man, somebody vandalized your car. They be like, well, no, not exactly. See, there's this ghost trap. They be like, what? They be like, nah, you got to pay for that yourself, brother. That's coming out your deductible, all right? But, okay, the man sees this crazy, huge demon dog, all right? All right? Huge. This thing is like, I don't know, the size of like a bear or something like that. And he proceeds to say, hey, real quick. I don't know why. Then he threw the ice cream at him. Like, I don't know. Like, when he saw him, he should have just been like, nope, not me. Keep going. See, I would have just noped my way on out the store. Like, I would have heard it. I wouldn't even react to the sound. First thing, you went to get ice cream, all right? Why are you even in the dog section? All right? You shouldn't even be in the pet section. Why are you over there? I've been to Walmart before. Thank God I don't go no more. I cannot stand Walmart. Oh, Lord, I cannot stand Walmart. If you go to Walmart, just make sure you are in and out fast, because Walmart it's a vortex of crazy. But anyway, the man ended up in the pet section. What you doing over there? See, that's your problem now. You all where you ain't supposed to be. You said you was getting ice cream, right? You got ice cream, go home. And then also, where is everyone in this Walmart? Is this like an automated Walmart? Because I ain't seen no other cars in the parking lot neither. Who is working there? Where's the janitor? Where's the stockers? Where's the cashiers? Where is everybody at in this Walmart? The whole parking lot is empty. Like, come on, y'all making movies. Y'all got to make this stuff make sense. Okay, I guess in for a penny, in for a pound. All right, so the kids get together. They start to compare notes like, yo, Ivo Shandor, this, that, and the third. He built the building in New York, selenium girders, whatever, right? So she's like, there's only one way to find out. And I know she's not wrong. We got to go to the mine. But when y'all go to the mine, y'all ain't got a hard hat. Y'all ain't wearing no steel toe boots, no like protective gear, nothing. Y'all just went down there with a t-shirt. At least bring the proton pack, bruh. You know this is connected to ghosts now. You ain't bring a trap, no nothing. See, this is why you need adults around. But not, because Gruberson, he's stupid, because he letting y'all test proton stuff in the parking lot at school, messing everybody's car. And we didn't even follow up on everybody being mad that their cars messed up, but that's a whole other thing. Like, who is going to make sure that everybody got, y'all ain't got no like gloves, no mask for the dirt down there. Y'all just out there raw facing the dirt. You know what I'm saying? They got the smoke up in Canada. They telling people wear masks all day because the smoke too strong. And now y'all going in an old mine, it's funky, dirty, old dust, cobwebs and stuff. Y'all ain't covering none of your face. All right, no protection. Just look, kids, be safe, be smart. All right, be smart. Shop as smart. Okay, they go to the mine, they get all the way down to the bottom. They see all of the statues reaching up to Gozer and reaching their hands up, and they see the big Gozer head and all the little dog, the two dogs and stuff. We have now seen everything we need to see. Now it's time to call in the professionals. All right, we went down here. She said we got to go and look. Phoebe said, hey, there's only one way to find out. So we went, we found out. All right. Now we don't want to F around and find out. We just want to find out. So we found out. All right. We don't want to F around. Now we done found out. Now go back up to the top, call Ray, tell them they know how to handle things. All right. Y'all down here, y'all ain't got number flashlights and no protection. All right, that's all I'm saying. You found what you need to find. Now call the professionals. All right, so I decided to take a step into all these dates that they putting up. They're like, 1885 or 1908, 1945, stuff like that. And they say 2021 because, of course, this movie is 2021. But the date after it looks like 2131. Which is like, but I mean, of course, in this movie, I guess they stop it so they don't have to worry about that. Or I guess they still got to worry about something going on like 100 years from now. I don't know. Maybe I'm digging too far and I need to start asking questions on this movie. Okay, Mike Wheeler says, do y'all hear that? And even the subtitles say snarling in the distance. So here's another thing I didn't think about when we were coming down. We don't have a fast way out of here. We don't have a fast way out of here. Like, if something gets popping, like we got to go in this slow elevator all the way to the top. Like, we ain't got no way to just like jetpack out this piece. All right, so we see the trap, or the I guess the trip wire for the ghost. When trying to rise up, it turns on all the guns, all the proton packs, and it shoots the ghost and sends them back down in the bucket. So cool. I'm still wondering why Egon could have never told nobody about this. Like, it's a pretty big deal. Like, even let's say if he thought, he couldn't articulate himself well, because, Ray does say, hey, we were friends and things got bad, and he just took everything and left, right? He said, the world is going to end. If anyone would believe him about the world ending, I would think it would be at least one of the people that were closest to him, meaning Ray, Peter, Winston, or even Janine. And Janine said she was out there handling his bills or whatever it is. So it's like, he ain't tell nobody. Like, I'm pretty sure someone would have believed him. Hey, or once he sets up the trap thing, just be like, hey, y'all, look, see, here come the ghost. Boom, the trap shot him back down. See, I told y'all I was right. I don't see why he wouldn't say this, but I guess if he said that, then we don't really have the movie. So, or no, we still have the movie. We just have a different movie. But yeah, I don't know, man. Egon, I guess he was tripping. Maybe he felt he couldn't trust nobody. Maybe he was going insane or something. Paranoia. I don't know. So I get it, Phoebe. I get it where you're like, he built this. He was standing guard and he sacrificed everything to make sure that we were all safe, and he sacrificed his friends and he sacrificed us. But he didn't have to. Like, he could have just told y'all, like, yo, man, hey, remember the job I was doing in New York? Well, I'm doing the same job here. It's mad crazy stuff going on in this death pit, and I'm standing guard to make sure that, stuff don't go crazy out here. He could have told Peter and Winston that. They could have came and saw it and been like, oh, snap, yo, you right, dog. Like, we gotta stop these ghosts. Like, I don't get what the big deal is that he couldn't say nothing to none of his people. I could understand, like, the average person out there, that doesn't believe in ghosts or something. But he literally saved the world 2 times from ghosts. These people should be able to believe him. Like, I mean, they are ready to believe him. So I don't get what the problem is. Dang, man. You know what's a shame? My Dukes done went downstairs and started finding out that Daddy loved me all this time, even though it doesn't really mean anything, because at the time when she really needed you, you didn't call, you didn't write, you didn't send a pigeon, nothing. But anyway, I digress. Let's keep going. Like, yo, the second she starts to see that, hey, my daddy was, thinking about me and he loved me, what happens? Ghost gets you, man. Gets you every time. Gets you every time. Okay, so they get home and Mama, she ain't Mama no more. Nah, she's Zool now, baby. All right. Here's my thing. If you see your mama turn around and she got like black/purple eyes, red glowing pupils and stuff, and she says, there is no mom, there's only Zool. There is no way that I am going to believe that you don't know what she's saying, because you did all this deep diving on Gozer and all this stuff, so you definitely know who Zool is, all right? It's time to ring the alarm, man. Once next time she says only Zool, that's when you bust out the trap and you suck out the ghosty spirit and into the trap. In continuing with the kids really ain't tripping. All right, so they see mom, she busts out, she wig out, she jump out the window. All right, she did grab podcast for a second like she was about to spit game, but he wanted the gatekeeper. I mean, he wanted the keymaster, so she won't trip it. But they read about the gatekeeper and keymaster, and Phoebe says they're going to reunite or unite formally. And Mike Wheeler's like, go mom. What you mean by go mom? Like this isn't a normal romantic situation. Your mom is possessed and crazy. You know what? Respect to Muncher. Muncher gets out of the trap, eats his way through the bars because they need to get through the bars. And you know what? He ain't even have no malice for the kids. He saw the kids, but he was like, you know what? I'm free. I'm cool. He ain't even tripping on the kids. He like, you know what I'm saying? Look, the game is the game. Y'all got to catch me. I got to run. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what happened. Is what it is. Is what it is. I know y'all probably thought I was going to forget about the whole fact that all the Ghostbusters suits fit these little kids when they was made for grown men. Don't worry about all that. Don't ask that question. What I would like to highlight is that the children are our future. Here's why. You see all the adults, they messing up. They ain't doing nothing. All right. But these 4 kids, they jump in the car. One jump in the police car, one jump in the Ghostbuster car, and she's like, I know the plan. I'll see you when you get to the house or whatever. All of them, they know what they're doing. They are forming like a baby Voltron, all right? This is because if we just teach them well and let them lead the way, they going to show us all the beauty they possess inside. So that's why you know what? I usually ding the youth, but right now the youth is doing what they got to do. Kudos. All right, so check this. The ghosts are, they're coming out the little portal and they're spreading all over this little town. And all I can think about is how this happened, even though it was 1984, it happened in one of the most media covered cities in the world. And nobody believed that outside of New York City. Probably some people in New York didn't believe it. Because remember, like the mayor would be like, I don't believe this mess. So if it wasn't believed then, you know for sure that it will not be believed now. It'd be some wackadoo from some small town trying to tell you that some ghost was running around and drinking coffee at the shop. You would not believe them. You know what, Gozer? You are disrespectful and you don't appreciate nothing. All right? So this man, Ivo Shandor, done made this whole temple for you. He done made the building in New York. He done came and made the little mountain carvings and all this. He done did all this for you. And the least you could do is say thank you. But did you? No, because you disrespectful and you're evil. You know what? I have another note for ghosts in general, right? So we're basically at Ghostbusters 3. So whenever the ghosts get out, they get wild. They be running around town, going crazy, getting coffee, driving taxis and stuff. You know what? You probably wouldn't have a problem with Ghostbusters getting caught and stuff if like y'all got out and just went and sat down somewhere. But y'all don't know how to do that. Y'all got to go and run around town, create havoc. See, that's your problem. Yo, I'm going to tell you like this. Gozer is cold-blooded. Peep this. Ivo Shandor already made this whole mountain, throne for her, right? She ripped this man in half, all right? Ungrateful. Then she got a little girl in front of her, Phoebe, and she asked her if she came to offer herself as a sacrifice. That girl cold-blooded. Ain't there like an age limit or or at least some kind of prohibition, prohibition, something, one of them things where you can't sacrifice little kids. Gozer don't care, man. Gozer is, man, that girl, that man, whatever. I mean, I know it's just, she wrong. All right. She just wrong and she wrong. I never asked this question before, But how did they get Ecto-1 down there? Because remember, they had to take that coal mining shaft slow elevator down to the bottom. And now they got Ecto-1 all the way down there so they could, save mama and suck up one of the dogs and stuff. How did they get the car down there? That's supposed to be something else. We ain't supposed to ask no questions. All right, I just want to remind everybody that through this car chase speed scene back home from the mountain, that we're still in Ecto-1 that hasn't had a tune-up in, 20, 25 years. Car just going fast, doing power slides and everything on them old tires, all right? Probably bald tires by now, but I'm just saying, I got love for this movie. I love this movie, but this car, how much is this car supposed to take? Okay, Cassie, let me dig you real quick. I know this is mother's instinct. You know what I'm saying? That the whole ghosty swirl cloud is above the house. And she jumps in front of Phoebe. Get back. Get behind me. What? For what? What you gonna do? You ain't got no proton pack. You ain't got no trap. You ain't got nothing. Sitting there in a gold bedazzled dress. Man, ain't nobody trying to hear that. Look, hey, just let the well, actually, these kids ain't pros. These are like, they're getting on the job training, but just let them handle this for right now. What you need to do, just sit back and just watch. Yo, shouts out to my girl kicking out the front door, hitting Gozer in the face with the proton pack. But these mini puffs is a menace, man. Like, you know what? The mini puffs are like gremlins. They're not really, one of them isn't dangerous, but once you got like 20, 50 of them, it's a true problem. And it's not like one of the big ghost dogs. It's like they're just chaos. You know what? Even now, I've seen this movie, I don't know, like 3-4 times. Even now, seeing the guys back in form, it's nice. Ray comes out, talks about the National Wildlife Service and everything, telling her to depart the planet. It feels good to see them all back together. Of course, Egon is passed in this movie, but it's nice to see everyone back. It feels good. It's heartwarming. Even the mini puffs was like, "Aw," because they even knew how important this moment was. Yo, Gozer got hit with the streams, but see, they forgot. You know what I'm saying? They had a 4th member back in the day. All right? They only got 3. And Gozer was like, yeah, there ain't enough for me, player. I had some time to think about how y'all beat me. All right? So now when I'm coming back fully focused. All right? That girl said, look, these streams, I'm going to uncross these. I ain't worried about that. Shouts out to Peter. And, of course, Bill Murray. But shouts out to Peter for still knowing exactly how to kill time. He knows how to, push a villain's buttons to go on and run down that clock to be able to come up with a new plan. You know what? It's a very important member of the team that can do that. He's like, all right, look, we all got hurt. We all got thrown up on the car. Our back's hurting. Our knees don't work like they used to. We take a little time to get up. We can't just pop up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a run down this clock and, upset them just a little bit.
What?
All right, peep this. The moment where Phoebe shoots Gozer on her own and Gozer's going toe to toe with her with the electric and all that. It's a powerful moment. You see them little legs trying to hold on. Them little legs pushing back through the dirt. You know what I'm saying? Phoebe using all she got. Side note, once podcast gets the little ghost taser back, all of a sudden the little mini puffs that was all strong just a second ago, now they on the run. What you running for? Don't run now. Nah, don't run. Also, of course, we get the beautiful moment, Phoebe's on her own, you know what I'm saying? She's shooting Gozer toe to toe. And all of a sudden she gets that support. Right, you know what I'm saying? Got your back, right beside, step, you know what I'm saying? Side by side, right in step. That's right. Got the support from Egon, from beyond the grave. You know what? This movie does well because they know how to play the hits. And you know what? Shout out to Mike Wheeler from Stranger Things for knowing not to shoot at the ghost, but to shoot at the I don't know, the trap power generator or whatever to bring the, you know what? He knew what to do. All right, look, the young man knew what to do. He's 15, but he's smart. All right, he knew what to do in the heat of battle. He knew, hey, look, there's 4 people over there. They're shooting at Gozer. All right, what my job right now is to do is to shoot the power generator so they juice it up and turn all the traps on. Respect. All right, so I have a question. We got the aftermath. Everybody's, feeling good. We trapped the ghost and all that. And we getting Gruberson and Lucky out the dogs. And Gruberson's like, hey, before we opened up the gates and all that, like, did we? And Callie was like, yeah, we did. My question is this. Is she pregnant? Here's why. Because I'm assuming when you're the keymaster and the gatekeeper, you're not practicing safe sex. So if you're not practicing safe sex, that means that it's a straight raw dog. And with that said, if they were to commit an act to completion, without anything to stop said travelers, all right, it's a family show, y'all. Without anything to stop said travelers, then a new being will be born, created and manifested within, to then come forth 9 months later. But maybe I'm just thinking too far ahead or asking questions this movie don't want me to ask. Yeah, that's right, Egon. I know you hugging and smiling at your grandkids, but your child deserves most of your attention right now because there's been years. See, you've been looking at pictures and experiencing her life, but she hasn't been experiencing yours. So you got a lot of catching up to do. Well, I mean, I guess it's a little too late for that. But what I'm saying is right now in this moment, you need to be focusing on your daughter, your baby girl. You know what I'm saying? That been needing you for years. All right? Go over there, you know what I'm saying, and show her some love because she has been without. All right? And it's time for you to step up in the spiritual realm. On a beautiful note, the pan up to the sky after the hug and then just putting for Harold on the screen for a moment before panning down to New York City, that was beautiful. I still think it's beautiful. There's 2 Fast and Furious 7, I thought was classy the way they ended that. And also this movie, I thought was a classy send-off. You know what I'm saying? It didn't seem like they were trying to milk the actors passing. It seemed like a genuine, loving send-off from the friends and the castmates and stuff. And, that dealt with, the creation of the film and the writing and all that stuff. It felt nice. I dug that. Of course, I'm not going to bounce without talking about the post-credit scenes. Seeing Peter and Dana, talk about the cards and her being like, "Are these marked?" and him be like, "Yeah, they're marked." Like that was just it was another perfect example of the kind of person that Peter is. The kind of dodgy scammer that could do good, but for some reason can't get right. I mean, come on. The dude, Peter said she was amazing with her ability to flood his psychic powers. Like, bruh, stop it. Also, let me talk about the second post-credit scene that I didn't even know existed until like a year after the movie came out. Like, I already had the movie at home and was like, hold up, there's another post-credit scene? Like, yo, they believed in this film. Because they put 2 post-credit scenes in it. And the second post-credit scene, I love both of them. Like, both of them are very good scenes. You get the one with Peter and Dana, and just seeing Dana, like, shocking him over and over, that's beautiful. And then the moment with Winston and Janine, and her being like, "You done well for yourself." A lot of shelf space. It's like a random thing for her to pull out. But anyway, it is beautiful to see him kind of taking it upon himself to like, hey, okay, let me spearhead this. Let's get things back going. Seeing him buy the old old firehouse, bringing the car in. These are, when I say play the hits, and I'm sure if you're not new to this channel, you've heard me say like, yo, people, if you're gonna be kind of like jumping off of an older property or kind of reviving an older property or continuing an old property, play the hits. Like when you see, Wu-Tang or Grateful Dead or Rolling Stone or, Dollaz, rest in peace Dave, any of these, they don't be coming in like, yo, we ain't gonna play no, they play the hits. Now, I mean, don't get me wrong, they got new jams too. Like, Wu-Tang and Wu-Tang's members still make music. I'm sure, there's some new tracks from the people in Grateful Dead, or the people in Earth, Wind & Fire and stuff like that. But they play the hits. You know what I'm saying? And in this case, the hits are show Janine and Winston together. Show Peter and Dana together. Show the Ecto-1 pulling into the firehouse again. Show these things. Don't be afraid of show, like, yes, of course, sprinkle some salt on there. Give us some smoked paprika. Throw a little cayenne in there. Maybe a little brown sugar. Throw some spice. But don't forget to play the hits, because that's what we bought the tickets for, to play the hits. You got the hits, play them. Don't hide them. Play them jams. You know what I'm saying? Look, we all love the fire station and stuff. We love seeing y'all return to New York, going and do what y'all got to do. And then, of course, the last shot of the trap in the basement, blinking red. Oh, boy. See, that's why you needed. They shouldn't have let the place be sold. They'd be like, yo, you can't sell this because there's very sensitive equipment in here. Like, that would be like the Pentagon selling, like DOD selling the Pentagon and just be like, oh, well, whoever wants to move in. Like, no, you can't sell that place. There's like mad sensitive stuff in there. But guys, of course, I've enjoyed this movie many times, but I figured I'd just run through it today, enjoy it, talk about it, drop some of my thoughts, because I love this one. I love, I've read the whole comic book series. Well, no, not the whole. There's a couple of that I missed. When they started doing the crossovers, I know I've missed those. I haven't read those, but I've read pretty much all of Total Containment, Mass Hysteria, Ghostbusters International. I've read all those. I own them. And of course, the movies, I enjoy them. I know you're gonna come in here and be like, do you love all the movies? There is one that, that's another dimension. That's Elseworlds. There's like the MCU, you know how they got the different dimensions? That's another dimension. We don't go to that dimension. We're gonna leave that dimension alone. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm a big fan of Ghostbusters. Loved it since I was little. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool running back through this. If y'all like it, I'll run through some other old movies that I've always enjoyed. But of course, until next time, until the next trap, until the next proton pack, until the very next time that you get in trouble behind a ghost, this is from me to you saying, peace.